Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Stephen, how would you describe the defensive intensity you guys came out with, and along with what Kevin was able to do on the offensive side?
High energy, high focus. Try to set the tone early in the first 6 minutes, and that's what we did. So as much momentum as we lost in the final, 16 minutes of game 2, we got it all back early, and everybody was clicking. It seemed like every possession we knew what we were trying to accomplish on both ends of the floor. And everybody's aggressive, decisive, getting good shots on every possession. Obviously, it helped that most of them were going in, but I think the way that we went about our business was a sign of a resilient team, knowing who we are, what we're capable of.
Steph, your coach said, over here, your coach said after game 2 that you guys lost focus there in the second half. Draymond said you guys let go of the rope. Katie said you relaxed. So it was almost like deja vu. 7 minutes left, he goes up 31 again tonight. So how do you guys make sure that didn't happen this time around?
Continue our defensive focus for sure. Honestly, that's a question for the guys that are on the floor, because I fouled out and went to the bench, and I took a little vacation in the second half. So you have to ask them.
Ramona.
Hi, Steph. Kevin just said that coach called more plays for him. That's why he was more involved offensively. Is that another way of saying that you guys look for him, that you get him going? Is it literally just calling plays for him?
We made some adjustments in terms of trying to get him in better positions on the floor, knowing what Pat has been trying to do, and all that back and forth. But mostly it's just trying to get him in the right positions where the way that they're playing defense and sending help and clogging the paint and all that type of stuff, just so the picture's a little bit clearer. And we all know what spots to be in on the floor and where to space and things like that. And it allows him to be more aggressive, knowing where the help's coming from. I think in transition, we were a lot more effective in terms of just making the right decisions, the simple decisions. And those good possessions after good possessions feed on itself, and their defense softens up for sure. And then he took advantage of it. So it's a combination of a lot of things. Obviously, at the end of the day, he got to shoot the ball, and he did, and he made it, and he was amazing tonight.
All right. Kevin, Steve Finley. Steve Finley from the Culver City Observer. What is the biggest difference between this team and the other great Warrior teams that you played on?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we've grown a lot, and our team right now, obviously, in terms of the guys we have come off the bench, it's a couple of young guys and ready to take advantage of the opportunity to play. But our core is pretty much the same, and we're very experienced. And the league has changed more so than us, to be honest. How teams are kind of put together, emphasis on the three-point shot, positionless basketball, all that type of stuff. So I think we obviously had a huge part in changing that, but we've evolved as well, and it's nice to be in this position where we're chasing another championship.
Hey, Steph, right here. Cameron Buford, LA News Observer. You just mentioned you guys had 16 bad minutes in game 2. Have you guys got that bad play out of your system, and are you guys ready to run the table now on your way to your 3rd championship?
A lot of work to do. We hope that's behind us in terms of having a 60-minute stretch like that where we literally forget how to play basketball. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We're not getting ahead of ourselves at all. It's 2-1 in this series. Got to come back Sunday, get a win, and we'll continue to move on from there. We've been through this before, and I don't think we've won any championship by looking ahead. We got work to do now.
Does tonight's play carry on into Sunday?
Say what?
Does tonight's play carry on into Sunday?
For sure. I think we made some good adjustments and we executed well. They're gonna probably try to change some stuff up, and I think they did in the second half with their lineup. They started Jermichael Green instead of the big fella, and maybe they'll have some lineup changes, and we just got to be ready to play. But our energy and focus and execution, if we can repeat that, I like our chances.
Scott Osler, SF Chronicle. Steph, maybe you kind of addressed this, but we know you guys played well down the stretch of the season. You won game one, obviously. But was tonight, in some ways, maybe a little bit of a breakthrough in some ways?
Shout out to Breakthrough, by the way. I like that name. Go see that movie, right? Appreciate it. We know who we are. We know what we're capable of. And the fact that we could bounce back from, again, a 31-point loss or come back and play the way we did in that first quarter and make the right adjustments and just be ourselves shows what we're capable of. The way you win a championship, the way you win a series and whatnot is being able to do that consistently, put back-to-back games together. That's the challenge ahead of us for Sunday.
Last question, Chronicle.
Ryan Gorsey, San Francisco Examiner. Steph, to see Andre, flying back up the court after that three and to see the energy he's brought with those dunks and the energy he's brought on defense, what does that do for the rest of you guys?
He's an X factor in a lot of games for us, a lot of series, and has been for us to help us win championships. And he understands the moment of the playoffs and how he can be impactful. He might not be making, knocking down shots every night. Just that energy and the way he plugs a lot of holes. He takes on those one-on-one matchups against, top-notch scorers, and just seems to make timely plays. And then in the bonus offensively, when he gets it going, he knocks down his open shots. He play makes and finds open guys, like all that type of stuff. He just one of the smartest basketball players I've ever been around, and he makes his presence felt for sure, whether it shows up in the stat sheet or not. So kind of a Mr. Do-It-All, depending on what the night requires.
Real last question.
Steph, you guys won at least one road game in the last 20 playoff series, the longest streak in the NBA right now. What does that say about your team?
It's crazy stat. It's kind of, you think about all the great teams we played along the way, and being able to have our game travel no matter what arena we're playing in. It speaks a lot about our chemistry and our toughness and mentally as well. But you take control of series by winning games on the road, and we've been able to do that. So, got another opportunity on Sunday, and hopefully that trend continues as we chase another championship, like you say.